Last Wednesday, we celebrated the 238th anniversary of the Constitution. On that day, long ago, September 17th, 1787, in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where our marchers are coming from, the Constitution was signed. It laid the foundation for our fundamental rights and established our governing structure and associated responsibilities. Today, it enshrines fundamental protections for us, such as due process, freedom of speech, religion, and organization, and yes, even birthright citizenship. But most importantly, it decreed that in our country, power does not come from an ideologue or a corporation or even a politician. In this country, power comes from the people. And with this power, we the people demand our government uphold our Constitution. Today, our constitutional rights are under attack like never before. Our Declaration of Independence was not only our founding document, but a condemnation of the tyranny of King George, of taxation without representation, and a rejection of authoritarianism. In this country, we have always rejected kings. No kings. The We Are America March embodies the power given to the people by the Constitution. These amazing marchers are completing, as we speak, 160 miles from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to deliver our Constitution right to Congress, to demand that they honor their oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. They recognize, like all of us, that this is the moment to fight. To fight for our freedoms and liberties, not just for us, but for our children and future generations. The actions that we take today will ripple through generations of Americans. So today, we take a stand and demand Congress to uphold their oaths, protect our rights as Americans, and secure a better future for our nation. It takes energy, it takes effort, it takes discomfort. We're all here standing in the sun, but it takes all of that to stand up for what is right. It is hard, it takes sacrifice, and those that would tear down our freedoms know this. They think we are soft, that we are too comfortable, that we will stay silent. That's right. They spread lies, denounce facts, corrupt justice, and pervert morals. But here we stand, here we march, here we rise up, here our voices will be heard. We are here because we love our country. We are here because we love our democracy and for what our Constitution stands for. We are America. We are patriots. We are here to demand accountability, and we will not go away. Thank you all so much for being out here. We've got a good crew of speakers coming up right now. Let's keep up the energy. The marchers will be arriving at about 12:15. We're going to welcome them in. But thank you for being here.
Hi everyone, welcome
I'm going to
to
introduce
the stream.
Hannah from Mayday.
Alright, smash that
Good
like button.
morning, Patriots!
We are
Thank
live
you for
in
being
Washington,
here.
D.C.
I'm going to do a quick announcement right now and then give a real speech later. But the big announcement right now is that after this is over, we are going to go tell Congress what they don't know. We have their backs on impeachment. We are ready to have them act, and they are not going to be on their own. Every one of us is going to go tell them that message, right? All right, so here's what you need to know to be able to do that. First, you need to know who your representatives are. You have 2 senators and a House rep. If you don't know who that is, inside this flyer is a website. Plug in your zip code, it'll tell you all 3. It will also tell you which building their offices are in. Look that up. Once you know what building you want to go visit, remember, at the end of the speeches, there will be people to take you to every building. So, make a note, write it down, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. And then we are going to tell Congress to act. Get it together, y'all. Act. We have your back, and we are here to tell you that we aren't going to keep having it if you keep leaving us out to dry. All right. Can't wait to hear the speakers with y'all.
Hello everyone. My name is Elisa and I work with 5051 DC, and I'll be introducing some of the speakers today. Woo! Alright. Sorry about that. So our first speaker of the day is Kea from Free DC. Free DC! Free DC! Free DC has become a beacon to the nation on rapidly mobilizing grassroots support around civil resistance and local community building. Under her leadership, Free DC has been defiantly fighting for DC home rule, for engaging DC residents in their local communities, and getting thousands out into the street to demonstrate. We are so excited to welcome Free DC Kea. Woo!
Thanks, Elisa. Morning, everyone. All right. When I say people, you say power. People. 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 I'm going to say free. You say DC. Free. 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 All right. I say DC. You say statehood. DC. 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 All right, unfortunately, we have a little problem in that the people behind us haven't really got this memo, right? So in the last 2 days, we have had 4 votes in Congress that took away rights from DC. What do we think about that? And that is happening during this occupation of DC. So it is further enabling this occupation. So we are in a position right now where they are throwing everything at us. You know, some of these things they voted on, they voted to treat our 14-year-old children as adults. 14-year-old children are not adults. There is absolutely no evidence that treating them as adults is going to do anything but harm everyone in society, right? They are voting for things like 2 days ago they voted to allow high-speed chases. Think about this. We have gangs of federal agents roaming around kidnapping people. We have armed guard here from 8 different states, and they want to add high-speed police chases to this environment. So really, they are throwing everything at us that they can. And it's a huge waste of money, too, right? They're just throwing everything at us. 8 states National Guard, you know, the entire cruelty of the people voting against us in Congress, the power of the Congress they're throwing at us. They're throwing at us, you know, gangs of federal agents. And yet, what we see is that we are still here. We are not just here, right? We are going in and doing our jury duty, and you know what's happening? We're not indicting people that they are baselessly calling criminals. We are doing that. Our community is doing that. Our community is filming the police. Go to filmthepolicedc.org when you see them. How many people here have seen one of these gangs of federal agents? How many people here? Look around. Look around. That's 3/4 at least of the people here. There's only a handful who have not witnessed this. These gangs of people trying to kidnap our neighbors. We are filming them. We are making sure that we take care of our people. We get them out. We are going to be the power structure, right? Because at the end of the day, we know that when an occupation begins, you have to end it as quickly as possible, because they'll come after the next community very soon if we don't end it here. So we know that we need to end this here, and we also know how communities around the world end these things, right? So like wherever it happens in the world, we know that we need to enact economic sanctions, right? Yeah, so we need to do that. There are billionaires that are enabling this occupation of DC. There are billionaires that are enabling this regime. They have names, right? They have businesses. They rely on us spending our money at their businesses. So we have to start to lay the groundwork for us to turn this around right now. And in the last 48 hours, it's not just these votes against DC and these votes against Congress. We have seen an extreme overreach of this authoritarian regime. You know, when you see things like Karen Attiah, the op-ed, the columnist at the Washington Post, getting fired for using her First Amendment rights. What do we think about that? So let's think about who fired her. Who fired her? Who owns the Washington Post? So these are individuals, right? And this is an individual that is coming at us from all directions. Bezos is also the chair of Amazon, right? And we know that Amazon Web Services is how data is collected for ICE to target people. There's just a handful of people who are really coming after us, and we collectively can make sure that they lose power. The only reason they have power is that so far collectively we actually have been giving them that power, right? No shame at all, but like, we all have bought something on Amazon, right? We all have done it. But we need to start building our muscles so that we end this occupation by enacting economic sanctions, so that we end this authoritarian overreach, this crackdown on the First Amendment that we are seeing by using our power. Our power, of course we need to use our power as vote. How many people here live in Virginia, out of curiosity? We got quite a few. There are elections coming up. So yes, we still have elections, but we are at a stage right now where our elections have to be backed up by a threat of noncompliance, right? So it's not only our power as voters that we have to use. We have to use our power as consumers. We have to use our power as jurors. We have to use our power as taxpayers. We have to use our power as neighbors to talk to our neighbors. So most of you, how many people here have been to a Free DC orientation? All right, big chunk of you. Most of you know what I'm going to say then. But I'm going to have us all say it together anyway so that we understand the charge in front of us. Number one thing we're going to do, I'm going to have you repeat it after me. I will not obey in advance. Right? We still have our First Amendment rights. We're out here using them. We're going to use these rights. They are violating the Constitution at every turn. When we look at who they're arresting every day, these are all violations of the Fourth Amendment. Right? We have these rights that are being violated, but we are not going to give up our rights unilaterally, are we? So we will not obey in advance. The next thing I want you to say is, I will prioritize joy.
Yes! Yes, we will!
All right, let me hear it again all together. I will prioritize joy.
I will prioritize joy!
All right, that means we gotta take care of each other. We gotta sing, we gotta dance, we gotta play music. These are all the things we're gonna do. We're gonna be outside together. Number 3 thing I'm gonna say, I will take up space. Go ahead. We're here today taking up space. We're going to take up space so many more times. The community that is walking from Philadelphia to D.C., that is taking up space in our communities, right? This is our community. We're going to take up space in it. Number 4 thing, I will show solidarity.
I will show solidarity!
So right now in D.C., they're going after black and brown men. That's who they're scooping up with these gangs. They are going after the houseless population. They're dehumanizing even the houseless population. It's cruel. It's unacceptable. They're going after our children, right? There are 14 to 17-year-old children. They are going after them, enacting arbitrary curfews and then harassing them, scooping them up, arresting them. Our juvenile detention facilities are full. And again, many of these are violations of the 4th Amendment. They're going after our children. They're going after immigrants, right? They're not, the Supreme Court has done an extremely dangerous thing here, right? In basically legalizing racism. So they have said now, it's mind-boggling to think about that this has happened. The Supreme Court said that you could target somebody based on the color of their skin, based on their accent, based on where they work. This is, I mean, like, and this is who they're targeting right now. But this is why this showing solidarity is so important, because tomorrow they will come after me, and the next day they will come after you. They are coming after D.C. right now. Tomorrow they're saying they're going to go after Memphis, and the next day it will be your community wherever you live. And that is why we show solidarity. It is not out of kindness or sympathy or concern. It is because if we let them pick anyone off, they will come after us too, right? So let's say it again. I will show solidarity.
I will show solidarity!
And last but not least, the 5th thing we are asking people to do is to organize. We have to meet people where they are. We have to have conversations, and we have to help people understand what is happening. We understand here in D.C. a lot earlier than everyone else understands, right? Because very early on, we experienced the illegal mass firings that destabilized so many households and so many communities. Very early on, we observed the illegal actions of this administration in our communities. We're seeing it now with this occupation, but not everybody has this front row seat. And so we have to organize people. We have to have these conversations. We have to bring them in. So I want you to say it with me. I will organize.
I will organize!
And that is how we're going to turn this around. We're going to do these things that are going to keep us joyful, that are going to keep us together, that are going to keep us in community. And then, once we have enough mass of people, we are going to make sure that they regret every single attack they have made on our communities. They are going to regret every single attack. And at the end of this, we are not going to have back what we had before. We are not going to accept that. When we build all this power that we are really in the process of building, right? We're growing fast. We are growing fast at Free DC and beyond. The opposition is growing incredibly fast. And when we organize and when we harness this backlash against their attacks on us, we are not going to accept the things that got us here, are we? So we are not going to accept that the people of DC do not have equal representation under the law, right? So we can't control our own National Guard. We don't get to pick who prosecutes our local crimes in D.C. The U.S. Attorney does that. That's selected by the regime. We don't have any representation on a body that has 14 bills attacking us. We're not going back to that state. That's not where we're going back. That vulnerability is what got us here. We are going to end this occupation. We are going to end this regime in a better place. In a better place. And because we are going to free DC, right? That is what we are going to do. We are going to free DC. And I know that, it doesn't feel like it in the moment all the time, in any specific moment, any of us can get down. But I want us all to understand that there are more of us, and that when we use our power, we will win. And we will win a beautiful thing. We will win communities that take care of each other, and a system that enables us to take care of each other instead of a system that is constantly trying to drive us apart. That is what we're going to win at the end of this. It's going to be so much better than it was before, but we have some hard times ahead, and we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of organizing to do, right? But we are the people to do it. We are alive today. We are in this pivotal place today of the capital of this nation, which means that the people who come after us need us to do this. The people who came before us laid an incredible groundwork for us. Really, we stand on their shoulders. We owe them so much. Here in D.C., we wouldn't have the D.C. Home Rule Act if not for Marion Barry, Julius Hobson, so many actors in the civil rights movement here. They did an amazing thing for us, and now we are the ancestors. We are the ancestors, and so we will do this. We will do it together. No one's going to do it alone. We're going to do this together. We're going to build our power, and we will free D.C., and we will free us all. Thank you very much. Free DC! Free DC! Free DC! DC! Free DC!
Thank you all. All right, our next speaker is Jolly Good Ginger. Woo! Today, we face a more fragmented media environment than ever. Mainstream media has constitutionally failed to spotlight Americans standing up for change. As a veteran and one of the leading voices exposing the Trump administration's overreach here in Washington, D.C., please welcome Jolly Good Ginger. Woo!
Good afternoon, D.C. So Jimmy Kimmel got fired. And Stephen Colbert got, he's suspended, his contract suspended. And now Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon going after that. And I want people to realize something. This is no longer a hypothetical, okay? We are no longer in the this is their plan phase. We are in this is their plan, guys. It's happening right now. When we were gaslit last year during the campaign when we said, if Trump is elected, this will happen. No, it won't. You're going too far. But look exactly what's happening, because it's not just silencing comedians. It's far beyond that. They fired people from the Washington Post. They fired people from MSNBC. They are literally controlling the narrative in the media. And if you don't see it, this is your chance to wake up and see it, because it isn't hypothetical. It's happening right in front of our faces. Guess what's coming next? And I want everyone to pay attention to what I'm about to say, because this is coming next. They're going to begin going after nonprofit organizations. If you don't think that's going to happen, I need you to wake the hell up, because the next people on the list is nonprofit organization. When Donald Trump said he's making Antifa a terrorist organization, first of all, I'm Antifa. I don't know. Are y'all? Come on. Are you guys Antifa? Because if you're looking for Antifa, I'm here. But this idea that it's an organized organization that's conducting terrorist activities, this is as made up as Donald Trump's business successes. This is as made up as Charlie Kirk's brand new historical, record on Wikipedia of being a free speech advocate. This is as made up of everything else that Donald Trump has always done. Donald Trump is about facade. He's about this alternate reality that none of us live in. He's made more money as president than any president in history. He's literally doubled his net worth. Guys, I say all that to say this. The Constitution is under attack. The Constitution is no longer a document anyone is paying attention to. The Constitution is no longer what's controlling the narrative. It's solely Donald Trump. The Supreme Court has given him carte blanche, and that is shameful in and of itself. The Republican Congress do not have a backbone. And by the way, shame on the Senate Democrats. Shame on Senate Democrats for voting unanimously for this ridiculous. Anyway, the Constitution is not running things anymore. Donald Trump is. So whenever I was told about this event of marching down from Philadelphia to deliver a copy of the Constitution to Congress, I said, count me in. Right now, a group of veterans, we are over at Union Station doing a 24/7 protest against the National Guard presence there because our message to the Guard is, remember your oath. As General Milley said, we don't take an oath to a country. We don't take an oath to a flag. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen. We don't take an oath to a dictator, and we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We take an oath to the Constitution. That is what I did when I joined the military. That's what all these other veterans did when they joined the military. And that's what the National Guard did when they raised their right hand. And I said then, when I raised my right hand, that I will defend the Constitution. And I'm here to remind the Guard members and active military members of that very oath. You took an oath to the Constitution, and what Donald Trump is doing is absolutely illegal. And because I'm old and fat, I can't raise my right hand anymore and join the military, but I sure can raise hell. And so that's what I'm going to do. So just like we're telling the Guard members to remember their oath, we're also telling members of Congress to remember theirs. Because this is supposed to be 3 separate branches of government, and Donald Trump controls Congress. If this doesn't terrify you, you're an extremely privileged person. If this doesn't terrify you, then I don't know what else to do to wake you up. So our goal from here, we're going to go up to the Capitol, deliver this Constitution. But I'm encouraging everybody here today to go back to your individual, wherever your communities are, and start having conversations in your communities. Start organizing in your communities. Start getting people together in your communities. The only way we're going to win this now is grassroots efforts, ground up. I think everybody's waiting for somebody to show up and say, I'll be the savior. Guys, it's not. It's just we the people. It's us. If you're waiting for your sign, here's your sign. Organize. Get together. And I'm talking a lot to my generation. I mean, the generation before me, those guys, Vietnam in the 80s and 90s, they raised a lot of hell and didn't let Congress get away with anything. And now here we are letting this shit happen on our watch. If you're my age or younger, get up, get out, and get involved. Because shame on us. Anyway, with that being said, the marchers are coming, right?
I think they're on their way. You've got a few more minutes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll close out on this. These marchers are coming. I want to give them a really, really good intro. Do me a favor when they get here. Be loud. These guys marched all the way from Philadelphia. That's a lot of commitment. And what I want to say most about that is, what I've learned from all of this is this. We have to at least just do something. In the Army, in combat, they tell us a bad decision now is better than a good decision later. Because you can't sit around and wait for the perfect decision. You just got to do something. And everybody out here in this field today is doing something. Thank you. Everybody that's marching from Philadelphia is doing something. Thank you. Everybody who's out here organizing is doing something. Thank you. So when this is over, no, don't stop. Do something. Thank you.
just remain. I'm sure everyone's going to turn their cameras.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All right. I just got notification that the marchers are heading down the mall. They just left the Washington Monument. So they are on their way. They're exhausted. They are thirsty. It looks like there's some sprinklers going down there, so they might get wet. But they might appreciate that. So here's what we're going to do. We want to give them a big welcome as they arrive. They have just made an incredible journey, made great sacrifices to get here. So if you can look at me up here, to the right over here, that path, or my right, your left, the path over here, that is where the marchers are going to arrive. We would like all of our participants here, if you can, to create 2 lines, one on each side of the path, that the marchers will come through, and we're going to have a clap in for them. We're going to celebrate their arrival. We're going to give them some energy to finish this last leg of their journey. And as they come down, hopefully we'll be able to see them soon. Hopefully they can hear us. If you can, we're waiting for you. And we're going to line up and just have some good energy. And we're going to welcome them in.
All right, everyone. We are live here in Washington, D.C. The marchers that are coming from Philadelphia to deliver the Constitution are making their way towards this section here.
Boom operator or gaffer or that kind of stuff.
Don't forget, guys, smash that like button, share this live stream, get it out there. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe now. We are on the ground everywhere we can be. Yesterday I was in New York. Today I'm in DC. Tomorrow I'll be back in New York. About everything that's happening in this country?
Yeah, go ahead. Go over here.
Sad. Speak your heart.
Yeah. Oh, no? Right. Okay, how about you? No? It's all signs. It's awful. Thank you very much. tell me how you feel about everything that's happening?
I just want my free speech to be respected and the rest of my constitutional rights.
All right, so there are, hang around, there's going to be a few more speakers.
All right, so I just got word that the marchers are still on their way. I think they're around 10th Street, so it'll be a few minutes till they get here.
Oh, are they? Thank you.
So as we get prepared to come in here, as we get prepared for the
How's it going, guys? Doing good. I want to talk about what's happening in the country?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How you feel as a veteran about what's happening?
Specifically, so I guess it's the context. So right now what I care most about is the National Guard being deployed in D.C. and Trump talking about deploying the National Guard in other cities. One, it's unprecedented, obviously, just deploying the National Guard because of crime issues. When we're seeing statistical crime lows in these cities, D.C. specifically, Baltimore, Chicago, the places that he's been talking about. But we're seeing a ton of money. I believe it's costing $1 million a day for the National Guard to be deployed here in D.C. when their whole part of that justification was cleaning up unhoused folks, getting unhoused folks off the street. None of that money is being allocated for actual housing for these folks. That money is being allocated for National Guard members to leave their homes, leave their families, leave their jobs, to come out here to pick up trash and to cut grass.
And just hanging out in the subway, on the metro stations.
Yeah,
I've seen them. They basically just walking around, not doing much.
Yeah,
it's a waste of resources.
It's a waste of resources, and it's a push towards kind of an authoritarian, I've got big guys with guns. They're walking around here. You should get in line. All that type of stuff. Exactly. It's conditioning. There's no reason whatsoever that the National Guard in D.C., in our capital, should be walking around with rifles and pistols on their hips when we already have a Metro Police Department. We already have local services that handle the services that the National Guard members are doing right now. It doesn't make any sense. It's clearly just a push towards authoritarianism.
And do you think this is all distractions from, let's say, failing economy, Epstein files?
I think it's in part a distraction. I also think it's in part kind of conditioning. Hey, I've got cops all over the street. Hey, I've got military all over the street. Get used to it. It might be coming to a city near you. So I think it's in part a distraction from the Trump administration's failures, from the Epstein files and the lack of that release, from these kind of war crimes-esque things like attacking those boats off of Venezuela without any evidence that they were running drugs, or the support of a genocide in the Middle East. It is a distraction, but I also think it's a little bit of conditioning. Hey, we get to distract and get people used to police and military on their streets at the same time.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Nice show.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to talk about the VA and the fact that this administration is currently attacking the VA. A few months ago, they had proposed that they were going to cut I believe it was 83,000 jobs, which they weren't specific. They just said they were trying to make it efficient by cutting 83,000 jobs. Right now, we have more veterans than ever who are relying on the VA because of the PACT Act. So the VA is more open. We have more people taking care of, we have more people taking advantage of their benefits because they're veterans. They deserve that. They have the right to get that. And as a veteran who was also exposed to burn pits in Afghanistan, that's something we need. We need to go in for our check-ins. We need to take care of future issues. So their proposal for to cut 83,000 jobs, they've since backed off and now saying it's just 30,000 30,000 jobs. We're just going to cut 30,000 jobs. We don't know who's getting cut. That's already affecting veteran services, and we already have a deficit of employment within the VA. There's 60,000 job vacancies within the VA right now. So cutting 30,000 on top, how is that efficient? How does that do anything other than affect our veterans' care and take away from our veterans' benefits? I don't know. Maybe they're replacing them with AI. We haven't heard anything like that. They keep dancing around the subject, saying, "Hey, we're focused on efficiency," without telling us what they're trying to do efficiently through firing people. So it's weird. It's confusing.
Where can people help out? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, so organize. So veterans' voices are super important right now. I think joining organizations like Common Defense, they can go to commondefense.us and join up and stand up, learn how to use their voice. So veteran voices, veterans showing up is super, super important right now. You can see all the veterans out here who all care about the same things, that we're all standing against this chaotic like world that we're seeing right now. So solidarity.
What's your name?
Jermaine.
Your first name?
Jermaine.
Jermaine?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, John.
And we're on Status Coup.
What is it?
Status Coup.
Status Coup.
So Status and then COUP.
Okay.
On YouTube. Take care. Nice to meet you.
All right, so the group is arriving here. They are just a block down. Smash that like button, share this live stream. And if you appreciate our on-the-ground coverage, become a member, statuscoup.com/join, and sign up.
It's a Philly thing.
It's a Philly thing.
It's a Philly thing.
Justice. Equal in the name of the law.
It's a Philly thing, that's right. It's a Philadelphia thing. Come on. Maybe Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. It's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing.
If you are just tuning in, the people that marched from Philadelphia all the way to D.C. have arrived in D.C. to deliver a copy of the Constitution to Congress. So we are live here in Washington, D.C. There's going to be some more speakers. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe now. We are one of the most consistent outlets on the ground, covering all the stories that are important that you need to know. So please support us any way you can. Subscribe. We are just a few subscribers away from 500,000. So we would really like to get to that either today or tomorrow. I will be live again tomorrow morning back in New York. So traveling a lot, working really hard to show you what's happening here on the ground. That's what we do here at Status Coup. All right, let's get back to the rally. There's going to be some more speakers.
This is what we are. We're not professional activists. We're teachers, parents, community leaders, and even grandparents who've said that they've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. And we've had enough. And we are standing up for change. We're having fun too. This resistance is colorful, it's beautiful, it's joyful. Just like Kea with Free DC said, right? We have to be joyful. In their travels across Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland, they've crossed flotillas. They've danced in the rain. Woo! done food and clothing drives. And they even crossed rivers to be here with us today. And local communities have been an inspirational support for them. Woo! Now, I just want to tell you that there's a long history of treks in peaceful protest. From Gandhi to Cesar Chavez, treks or long marches have been a large part of nonviolent protest. The thing that keeps it from being a simple march and makes it a trek is the fact that you cross through communities and interact with them. And most of the time during a trek, what will happen is the communities will come together and they will learn from what the trekkers, the marchers, are doing. I think that's exactly what the We Are America March has done today and over the past week or so. But most of all, we supported our communities, right? And those communities have in turn supported us. Our marchers have been well fed in their travels with picnics, barbecues, campfires. They've stayed at gyms, churches, and campsites. But most of all, they learned to care for each other. And in facing these uncertain times, that's what we have to do with each other. We have to rely on each other. We are standing together. We stand together. We the people stand together. We the people take care of one another. Whether it's impromptu medical care, whether it's someone to house or feed us in our times of need, or whether it's just someone to listen to our struggles, today more than other, we have to be there for one another. Our hearts swell with joy seeing the marchers' incredible achievement, and their message will be something that is in the history of our country. Because above all, they show no matter what you believe, no matter who you pray to, no matter how much money you make, or even who you voted for, we are all America. We are America. We are Americans.
We are Americans.
We are Americans.
We are Americans.
With that, I would love to pass it off to the leaders of the We Are America March. Wherever they may be right now.
All right, so it sounds like Maggie may be delayed for a minute, so we're going to just stand by for 1 second, and we're going to have somebody come up and speak from the leadership. Thank you all. Please, keep the energy up. It sounds like that they were dealing with an issue earlier, and they're coming on down. But we'll have the leaders speak to you all in a minute. Here they are. All right, I am thrilled to introduce, for those of you that don't know them, Maggie and MJ right here that have done this is for you. They have done a heroic effort bringing the Constitution. And I know you're exhausted, but I know they would love to hear from you.
It's really exhausting walking from Philadelphia to DC, and I drove a car. Okay. Sorry, I made a joke. But everybody on the march knows that my jokes aren't very funny, and they just laughed anyway. Hey, okay. Are we ready? How do we start a march? Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Show me what resistance looks like. This is what resistance looks like. Who is America? We are America. Who is America? We are America. Who is America? We are America. March! 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 Or maybe after 160 miles, your feet need to rest until it's time to march again. Because yes, we will march again. We will march through small towns with twisty roads, on hazy highway shoulders with tractor trailers, along neglected city streets, down piers, across interstate off-ramps, through forests and malls, across bridges and state lines. Why do we march? We march for more reasons than there are miles, and there are a lot of miles in Maryland. We march to remind Congress to do their jobs and uphold the Constitution. The book, which I got here so late, I'm not even sure where it is a copy of the Constitution, which was briefly lost in a church. It seems to be lost right now. I don't know where it is now. Oh, you guys have it. Oh, there's another one. There's another one somewhere. It's okay. That's okay. But we have a book of the Constitution that contains artwork from children from throughout the United States. And it's a reminder that our children will inherit this country that we're fighting for. We owe them the right to live in a peaceful, safe nation built on the foundations of our common well-being. We owe them the right to read, worship, and love freely. Our children deserve these rights no matter their skin color, religion, wealth, presentation, their abilities and disabilities, or how long their families have lived in this country. At each stop along our route, from yoga and singing in Delaware to a concert and camping in Cecil County, a flotilla in Havre de Grace, potlucks and even more potlucks, we found a country united, resilient, and yearning for connection and community. Our marchers have slept on church floors and pews. They've broken bread with young adult authors, veterans, immigration lawyers, and tomato farmers. Our marchers have traveled to honks, cheers, thank yous, and y'alls are heroes. Someone recently told me how lucky we've been to find so many people willing to host events, donate food, and even take marchers into their homes. This was not luck. People who value education, equality, diversity, freedom of speech, science, bodily autonomy, climate science, we are everywhere. If anything, this march has shown that we are not alone. We are a community larger than you can imagine, and our resistance runs deep. Thank you to my co-organizer, MJ. Without her guiding voice, unwavering spirit, and tireless work, this march would not have been possible. Thank you to our team of organizers. I'm probably going to miss people, but I'm going to name some of you. Whitney, our head of our Nom Noms for Resistance team, who's kept us all fed for the last 2 weeks. Jaxie, the Farsi, the giant piñata horse's mom, and our map master. Yeah. Kathleen, our marketing maven. Dawn, her graphics are the only reason anyone took this ragtag group seriously. Teddy, our dedicated U-Haul guru. And yes, Teddy, dark money in politics is bad. You're right. Mark and Donna are steadfast support vehicles, keeping our marchers safe in more ways than anyone realizes. Justin and Jimmy are dependable and quick-thinking march leads who stepped into leadership roles with confidence and courage. To Tim, our mentor and police liaison. Judy, the Kid Constitution would not have been here without your tenacity and dedication. Sweeper Susan, whose strength is unmatched. Oh yeah. and to our entire peacekeeping and medic team for keeping us safe for the last 14 days. Thank you to all of our organizers who spent every Monday evening for the last 6 months huddled around computer screens, hashing out nightmare logistics. Thank you to our on-the-ground partners in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and D.C. for their tireless work, dedication, and faith. Thank you to our mentors whose years of organizing experience became the foundation of this march. Thank you to the curious kids from all over the country who worked hard to create our Constitution. Thank you to our marchers. You have sacrificed your time, your finances, and your comfort to march with us. Your courage is unmatched. And finally, thank you to everyone here with us today. Together, we're a testament to the America that values community. Almost done, guys. Why do we march? With every step that we take, we are reclaiming what it means to be American. We are not a country built on exclusion, but a country of transformation, innovation, and evolution. We are oceans, mountains, immense cities, and wide open plains. We are teachers, farmers, CFOs, Uber drivers, and stay-at-home moms like me. We are indigenous, Asian, black, white, brown. We speak hundreds of languages. We worship in churches, temples, mosques, synagogues, in forests, classrooms, and even in soup kitchens. We are untranslatable. We are untamable. We are large. We contain multitudes. You contain multitudes. America cannot be defined by who we cast aside because we resist definition. So we ask you, once again, will you march? Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What an awesome journey you all have undertaken. All right. We have one of the marchers. Go ahead and come on up. And he has a Constitution. And we're going to go ahead and call up. We have a guest here today, Senator Van Hollen from Maryland. So,
we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Thank you very much. Hello, great American patriots all. We are America. And I salute all of you here. I salute all the organizations, 5051, and everybody gathered here today. Whether you have marched the full 160 miles from Philadelphia, I know there are about 200 who have, or a part of it, I salute all of you patriots. You join a long line of Americans who have step by step helped shape our destiny by marching to our nation's capital. Like the suffragettes who delivered votes for women, like the civil rights activists who marched on Washington to demand freedom for everyone, regardless of the color of their skin. You understand, as they did, but as too many have forgotten, that democracy is not on automatic pilot, that it depends on all of us. The big government buildings all around us, they may look solid, but our democracy is only as strong as our willingness, your willingness to fight for it. And that's because our democracy, the foundation of our democracy, is not brick and mortar. The foundation of our democracy is the Constitution of the United States that you carried with you from the great city of Philadelphia. And you know that our Constitution is not self-executing. It begins with the words, "We the people, and we the people must keep it alive." Thank you for marching to keep it alive. Because right now, as we gather here, and you know this, our democracy and our Constitution are under threat from a lawless president. A president who, when he was asked whether he had to comply with the Constitution, you remember what he said? He said, "I don't know." The guy who swore an oath to the Constitution said, "I don't know if I have to keep that oath." A president who talks about law and order but pardons convicted felons who beat Capitol Police and D.C. police officers bloody on January 6th right there at the Capitol of the United States. A president who is playing politics with the National Guard here in D.C. and elsewhere around the country while he ignores the scourge of gun violence in America. And I see some signs out there saying, "Free D.C., we need to free D.C., and give them 2 senators and a voting member in the House of Representatives." We have a president who claims to stand up for free speech, but locks up students for exercising it, and is using government coercion to try to silence his critics and make them go away. After the horrible murder of Charlie Cook, Trump could have united the country behind the simple principle that political violence has no place in our democracy, regardless of the source. He could have done that. Instead, he has decided to weaponize that murder for his own political purposes. Shameful as he seeks to double down on the use of government power to crack down on dissent and silence his critics and make them go away. So I have a question for all of you. Are you going to be silenced? Hell no. Are you going to go away? Hell no, you're right here standing up, because this is a moment where every patriotic American, like all of you, must stand up and be counted. We must stand up as individuals, and we must stand together. Because what bullies try to do is pick off people one by one until there is no one left to stand up for anybody else. So we must stand with all of those who are resisting the political blackmail of Donald Trump and his lackeys. His lackeys at the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, the FCC, wherever they may be. We must also call out those who cave in to his illegal threats. Shame on ABC for buckling under and terminating Jimmy Kimmel after they were threatened by the chairman of the FCC. Shame on all the law firms and universities and other organizations that appease this lawless president. Because when they capitulate, they only feed his appetite, and that puts the rights of all of us at greater risk. So we must all do our part, and you are doing your part here today. And I can tell you that I will not vote to give a blank check to aid and abet Trump's law breaking, including his illegal withholding important public funds for important national priorities. As he violates the separation of powers and attacks the First Amendment, Trump is also going after our due process rights, the fundamental constitutional protection we have to prevent the government from abducting and disappearing people without getting their day in court. They are flagrantly violating that fundamental protection, like when they disappeared Kilmar Abrego Garcia off the streets of Maryland and illegally flew him to a notorious gulag in El Salvador. I can tell you that the message from pollsters and pundits when that happened was, stay away from the issue. Immigration's a loser, it's a distraction. Just stay away from it. Finger in the wind. But you know that our democracy cannot survive on silence or equivocation. It requires a willingness to confront injustice head on. And so when we, all of us here, fought for Kilmar's due process rights, when we showed we would not back down, when I went to El Salvador, we did see people respond. And lo and behold, and we should not be surprised, Americans across the political spectrum do believe in the red, white, and blue essential right to due process in the United States of America. Americans believe in the principle that no one, and I mean no one, should be disappeared by the state without having a chance to stand before a court of law. And Americans understand this is not about just one man. It is about all of us. Because you know that when you strip away the rights from one person, you threaten the rights of everybody in the United States of America. And so when people stood up like you are today, and when the courts weighed in, the Trump administration was forced to back down. They swore repeatedly that they would never let Abrego Garcia back in the United States. But they did. Now, that does not mean that they're not still engaged in a gross abusive process and prosecutorial misconduct. They are. But at least he is now before American courts and not in a gulag in El Salvador, and that was our goal. And I will never apologize to anybody for standing up for the Constitution of the United States. So all of you are here because you know that Constitution and our democracy is under withering assault. And we will not allow this president to whitewash our history, including the evils of slavery. We must learn from our history, not try to erase it. And we must not allow Donald Trump to drag us backwards. Remembering our history is vital to saving our democracy. That's why you brought with you the Constitution of the United States. The First Amendment and the Due Process Clause of our Constitution emerged from the bitter experience of individuals being locked up without due process for disagreeing with King George I and the II and the III. Friends, we fought a revolution over that, and we are here to say we are not going back. In America, we do not bow down to kings and dictators. So I ask you, are we going back? No! Are we going to bow down to King Trump? No! Hell no. This is a moment for all of us, and I want to ask you, I ask you to look to your right, and I ask you to look to the person at your left, and the person in front of you, and the person behind you. Because at the end of the day, it really is up to all of us. When we rise together, others will join. Fear begets fear until we break the fever. Courage is contagious. So friends, history will judge us by what we do in this moment. A moment of peril for our Constitution, for our democracy, for our country. It is a time for choosing. And we must choose this moment to fight for our future in our communities, our courts, and in the Congress. Together, day by day, step by step, we shall overcome. We shall save our democracy and our Constitution. Onwards, friends, together. Let's keep up the fight for our Constitution and our democracy. Thank you all for being part of that movement.
side.
Say thank you. Woo!
Our next speaker is Harry Dunn. Now, January 6th was one of the darkest times in our nation and an assault on our basic democratic processes. Harry Dunn is a lifelong civil servant, a national hero, and is a recipient of the Presidential Citizens Medal for bravery defending our lawmakers on that day. He bravely testified to Congress and has come to deliver his message with the We Are America movement. Please welcome Harry Dunn.
Hey, y'all. Hey, DC. Hello, patriots. Hello, people that love their country. Hello, people that despise Donald Trump. I'm truly honored to be here right now. I never take for granted any opportunity that I get to stand in front of people and deliver a message of hope in dark times right now. Y'all see it, the Capitol. Anybody see what my shirt says? I have to take this moment to acknowledge all of my co-workers that defended the Capitol bravely on January the 6th. Listen, I'm a recognizable face, I'm a recognizable voice, but I didn't do it by myself. We did it together. Just like we're going to get through this moment in time together. I want to take this time and acknowledge the marchers. And first, give it up for the marchers. 160 miles. 160 miles. It is 90 degrees towards the end of September, and all of us are still out here. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up. Thank you to my senator, Chris Van Hollen. Thank you. Thank you to my friend Jolly Good Ginger. And the organizers of this rally. Listen, I'm not too good at rah-rah speeches. Well, thank you. But I believe in bringing moral clarity, transparency, authenticity without the bullshit. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Jimmy Kimmel. Listen, oftentimes we talk about unintended consequences of things. An intended consequence, an intended result of going after free speech is it scares people. It scares people into being silent when we need them to be the loudest. Senator Chris Van Hollen says something. Courage is contagious. It's very contagious. Listen, courage, bravery, they are not the absence of fear. I would be lying to every single one of you all if after what happened on September 10th, I didn't give second thought to coming out here speaking today. I would be lying to you if I didn't think twice about it. Is it safe? Is it okay? Should I just do it from my room or something? Do a speech from my room? Record a message? Courage is contagious because all of you all showing up gives me the courage to show up. We feed off of each other. We feed off each other's energy. Our pain, our hurt, we feel all of it. And you know what? That's what makes us different than the other side. We actually give a damn about people. They give a damn about themselves, and they give a damn about power. E pluribus unum. out of many. But you know what they want that one to look like? We all know what they want that one to look like. They don't want it to look like a melting pot. They don't want to show diversity. They're scared of it. They are afraid of it. I like this. They can't stop us. I absolutely love people showing up. I come into D.C., I get anxious at times. When I come to the Cap, I try to stay away from it. I do. It brings back horrible memories of one of the darkest days in American history. A day that they're telling you all and me didn't happen. Or it didn't happen the way that we're seeing it. We don't need a pundit to tell us what happened that day. We don't need a politician. You don't need me. Just press play. Just press play. We all saw what happened that day. Yesterday, they introduced a resolution to make October 14th Charlie Kirk Day. First and foremost, I detest any political violence. Period. Listen, words have consequences. That consequence should never, never be the end of your life. Never. A party that claims to back the blue, support law enforcement, I, along with another officer, am actively suing the architect of the Capitol for not hanging the plaque up honoring the officers that defended the Capitol and this country and this democracy on January the 6th. Why the hell should I have to bring a lawsuit to get them to honor the law that they already passed and to honor law enforcement? Why should I have to file a lawsuit for that? They don't care. Just like they wipe their ass with the Constitution day in and day out. A lot of people right now saying, what can we do? What can we do? We don't have the White House. We don't have the Congress. We don't have the Senate. Hell, we don't have the courts. What can we do, y'all? Y'all are more than halfway there. You're here. You're showing up. You're continuing to show up. I've traveled all around this country, speaking at rallies, speaking at marches, dinners, galas, fundraisers. Every year, every event that I've gone to, the numbers keep growing. People are caring. People are showing up. But we have to continue to show up. Incidents like what happened on September the 10th, pulling Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert, everything that they're doing right now is an attempt to shut us up, to silence us, and to beat us into submission. We aren't submitting. We're not going to be quiet. We're going to keep showing up. November 2026, we have an opportunity to show we are better than the country is right now. We deserve better. Our future generations deserve better. God, anybody pissed off? Sometimes words fail me at times. I don't like writing speeches and reading off of paper. You just speak from what's in your heart. What's in my heart right now? Anger, rage, sadness, but also hope. I do not know how this chapter of the world that we're in now, I don't know how this chapter ends. I don't think any of us do. I don't know if we're going to be okay. I don't know. I'm not going to gaslight you. Yeah, we're going to be fine. 1 year. I don't know. But I do know one thing. If we do nothing, we won't be okay. So that's why it's important right now that all of us show up and give it everything we got. And my last call to action for you all. For 5 years, I have been dealing with them telling me the worst day of my life didn't exist. For 5 years. My call to action for you all. My call to action for you all. I haven't stopped yet. I'm going to continue showing up. When I stop, you all can stop. Spoiler alert, I'm not stopping. Thank you, y'all.
Our next speaker is a relentless advocate for justice and democracy, host of the Lights On podcast, founder of 14th Now and the Removal Coalition. Jessica Denson has been on the front lines of the fight for our country here in D.C., calling out our elected representatives and demanding impeachment and removal. Please welcome Jessica Denson. Woo!
How's everybody feeling out here today? Can we give another amazing round of applause for our marchers today? I want to quote Stephen Colbert from last night when he was saying, "We are all Jimmy Kimmel in this moment. We are all Jimmy Kimmel." You know what he said? And I think every single one of these people in this building need to hear it. We cannot give an inch. We cannot give an inch. You just walked on foot 160 miles to tell them not to give 1 inch. You know, this jokester of a mob boss that Donald Trump has running the FCC, Robert Carr, he came on TV, he's doing a media tour for his dear leader. One of the things he said is, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way or the hard way. I'm going to use his phrase today, and I'm going to pass that on to the members of Congress. We can either take care of authoritarianism and an illegal, tyrannical president the easy way or the hard way. These incredible patriots just marched 160 miles on foot to give you another reminder of how you can do it the easy way. By upholding your oath to this founding document. This document that empowers we, the people. Another thing that Robert Carr has gone out saying is that Jimmy Kimmel comedy, that comedy we've been talking about, joy today, that brings us joy and levity in times like this that we need, that brings so much truth to the conversation, so much light. Speaking of lights on, he called his comments a sick joke. Well, you know what's a sick joke? This entire obscene, ludicrous, illegal, fascist regime that's in power right now. That is one hell of a sick joke on this country and the sacrifices that have been made to uphold this Constitution. You just heard from Capitol Police Officer, brave hero who defended the people in this building on January 6th when Donald Trump has sent in the National Guard for a non-existent crime crisis but would not send in the National Guard to stop beating police officers. I want to be very clear about this. I started my on-foot activism. I've been a legal activist for years, but I started my on-foot activism on January 3rd of this year in this city, in the bitter cold. Today we're dripping. You guys are amazing. You suffered the weather, the elements, the sweat. We were in the sub-zero temperatures on January 3rd here, demanding that Congress uphold their oath to Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. The amendment that bans Donald Trump and his entire administration from having power. This is a con man cancel he has no right to be a president of the United States, let alone cancel a comedy show on ABC. And so between that day in January and those next few days when we lobbied Congress to not be gaslit about what the peaceful transfer of power really looks like, it means upholding the Constitution, not handing over the keys to someone who violated the peaceful transfer of power. So many points, so many opportunities these lawmakers have missed, and they have been giving inch after inch after inch after inch for this illegal administration to sabotage our democracy. Are you okay with that? Do you want Donald Trump removed from power now? There is no excuse, absolutely no excuse for any of them to be standing down, for any of them to be telling you that we have the luxury to wait until midterms, that Donald Trump is openly trying to rig to do something with the power that they have. No excuse whatsoever. In fact, these people are responsible for what's going on right now because they certified his election in violation of Section 3. So it's time for redemption. I've been saying this for months. I am damn serious. I am so happy to be here with you today, but this is disgusting. Are you disgusted that we have to do this? Are you disgusted that we have to walk 160 miles on foot to get these people in their air-conditioned, comfortable offices in suits to simply honor their oath, to simply file an article of impeachment, to simply force a vote? The time is now. The time is now. You're going to hear from a man in a moment who has been almost singular, inimitable in his commitment to upholding the Constitution since this illegal administration took power. He has been the only one to file and force a vote on articles of impeachment. Only 79 Democrats stood with him. Can you imagine? Only 79? 128 Democrats sided with MAGA Republicans to table this article of impeachment against this wannabe tyrant in our White House. What the hell is going on? Any single one of them could file their own article of impeachment. Any single one of them could force a vote any day of the week. Can you imagine if all of the Democrats were united on impeachment right now, how the conversation would change in this country? Can you imagine? And believe me, I hear the naysayers all the time. I hear all of the straw man arguments about why impeachment isn't going to work. Oh, we tried it 2 times, it didn't work. Sorry, 3rd time's a charm. Oh, it made him more popular. Nope, didn't make him more popular at all. By the way, I don't believe he fairly won that election for 1 second either. Remember, remember. Well, this man is saying to overthrow the government. I will quote Abraham Lincoln. He said, "The people of these United States are the rightful masters of both the Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution." He's not wrong. He's not wrong. We must use the constitutional means that we have. These representatives are what is standing between us and violence. They are what's standing between us and a civil war and blood on the streets of America. Their inaction is deadly. I want to be clear about that. Their inaction is deadly. Do you agree with me? Silence is fatal, and we have no time for it. We should have no patience for it. In fact, I think, and I want today to be a turning point. Can today be a turning point in our country? Can that 160-mile sacrifice that you just made on foot to return this Constitution to this body that seems to have forgotten it. Wake them the hell up and get them to take action. Let's get louder. We want things to change today. It has to. I'm going to tell you all something. You are incredible. And this should be what every single person is doing. You walked 160 miles on foot. Some people think they can't take off one workday to show up at a protest. We need to be shutting this country down. We need to be flooding the streets. We need our presence to be too big to ignore. And our presence already is there. I really think, having been in this movement for all this time, that this whole illusion, this whole ludicrous caricature of an American administration, of freedom, of liberty, of the pursuit of happiness is such an insult. Such an insult. We can claim our power. We can stop buying into this illusion that we don't have it. That document enshrines the power with us. The resistance to this regime is clearly in the majority. On No King's Day, and when we do No Kings again on October 18th, we're going to have probably over 10 million people fled the streets. I don't want to hear from anyone that that movement is not enough to harness the power and the narrative and the passion and the joy and the love and the commitment and the bravery to remove this illegal regime now. So I'm going to end you with some common sense. Some common sense from Thomas Paine. You've heard this quote before. It says, "The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph." God bless you all. Let this be our triumph, and let us demand that today we take our country back.
Thank you very much, Jessica. We're going to give our interpreter a brief moment to rest, and then we will enter our last speaker. But before, we're just going to take a short break for some music. So I want you guys to clap along with me. Da 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 da. We are marching, hey, here we come, onto Congress, hey, here we come, we the people, hey, here we come, we are marching, hey, here we come, onto Congress, hey, here we come. All right, our final speaker really needs no introduction. Congressman Al Green has represented Texas's 5th district for 20 years and continues his tireless struggle for civil rights, for fairness in housing, for accountability and human dignity for all. He is a disruptor of the establishment and a fighter for the people. We are beyond happy to welcome Representative Al Green.
Thank you for the warm reception, and I must thank the people who are in charge, the people who have assembled us today, the people who are with the We Are America March. Let's give them a big hand, please. That was a big hand, but it was not big enough. A really big hand for the people who are responsible for making this happen today, please. We also would like to thank the people who make liberty and justice for all more than an idea, more than something that's ideal. They make it real. And I'm talking about the people who serve in our military. I know that many of them are people who do things that they might not prefer to do. They do what they're told to do. They go to distant places, and many of them don't return the way they left us. They don't give the orders. I'm talking about the people who take the orders and make things happen. Let's give the American military a big expression of appreciation, please. Thank you. And if you are a member of the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, please raise your hand so that we can recognize you. Give them a hand, please. I also want to thank the man to my left, and the man to his left, and the man to my right. They are here because there are people who don't want me to be here. And they are here to assure that you are protected and to provide me some degree of comfort. I want to thank them. Give them a hand, please. Give them a hand. As you can see, they have a rather stoic look. That means that they are serious. So I recommend that you not approach the stage while I'm speaking. Do not approach the stage while I'm speaking. They have a job to do, and they will perform well. Friends, I want to thank Jessica Denson. Let's hear it for Jessica, please. Jessica has been at the very genesis of the impeachment movement. She is the person who is the heart and soul of the Impeachment Removal Coalition. She is a person who speaks from her heart. Give Jessica Denson a big expression of love and appreciation. And now, I want to thank all of the persons who have marched some 160 miles, but I see Officer Harry Dunn, who spoke just ahead of me. Officer Dunn, raise your hand, please. Give him another hand, please. Officer Harry Dunn, a brave, courageous officer. Thank you. Those who have marched some 160 miles to make this event possible, to bring back to this capital the notion that the Constitution matters enough such that you would do what you have done. If you are one of the marchers, raise your hand, please. All of the marchers. Give them a hand, please. 160 miles. You have marched twice the distance that John Lewis and those persons who marched from Selma to Montgomery marched. You have marched, in fact, more than 3 times the distance. And you have demonstrated today what we have to acknowledge, and that is, for every generation, there is an Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. For every generation, John Lewis and those persons who marched at the Edmund Pettus Bridge on what was known as Bloody Sunday, they gave us the exemplar for what marching and protesting is all about. They were peaceful protesters. They were persons who were there to protect liberty and justice for all by protecting the right to vote. And they were persons who knew their fate before they started the march. They left a church, and as they approached the Edmund Pettus Bridge, they could see the constabulary on horseback. They could see men with clubs. They knew what their fate was, but they marched on. They marched on. They marched on. And as they marched forward, the persons on horseback, the persons with clubs, proceeded to take them on in an ungodly way. They were beaten. My friend John Lewis, whom I served in Congress with, told me that he thought that he was going to die on that bridge. But he was there, and he knew what his fate was. But it was because of the peaceful protest, the world having the opportunity to see what segregation and invidious discrimination was all about. Because of that, a brave President, Lyndon Johnson, was able to sign the Voting Rights Act into law, and that Voting Rights Act is the reason I'm in Congress today. Let's thank God for those who marched at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Every generation has an Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. Those who were there at the Boston Tea Party, that was an Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. The person who had the midnight ride, Paul Revere, that was his Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. And I'm here to tell you today that you who have assembled at this time in this place in our history, you are a part of an Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. You knew before you got here that there might be some danger associated with what you were doing, but you marched on. You knew because of current events that there are threats that are being made, threats that some people are allowing to cause them to change their course. But you didn't change your course. You didn't change your direction. You didn't change your message. You marched on 160 miles, and for this you are now bringing the Edmund Pettus Bridge moment to Washington, D.C. You're bringing it to fruition. This is your Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. It's my Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. And this Edmund Pettus Bridge moment is easy to define. It is about assuring all that we will not allow democracy to devolve into a dictatorship in the United States of America. This is why we are here. We will not allow ourselves to be intimidated. We will not allow ourselves to be pushed around, as it were. We are people who take to heart the Constitution of the United States of America. And in taking it to heart, we honor, respect, appreciate, and will always protect the right to have freedom to assemble and the right to have free speech. This is a free speech moment. Free speech. Free speech. Free speech. When? Now. Free speech. When? Now. Yes, now. Now is the time to stand up for free speech. We must stand, and we must stand notwithstanding the fact that there may be some persons who don't mean us the best. There may be persons who think ill of what we do, but we still have to stand. We must stand. We must stand. We must stand because when we stand today, I've got to say this, when we stand today, we're going to stand for all of those persons who have been assaulted with violence when they were using free speech, and that includes every one of them. We're standing for them. Every one of them. We stand for them. Doesn't matter what they were saying. Doesn't matter what the free speech is about, being tolerant of what other people will say that you don't agree with. If you didn't have to have the tolerance, there would be no need for free speech because everybody would have it. Free speech can be under assault. We are here to protect the right of every person to say things that we don't want to hear. That's what it's about. And they then have to protect our right to say things that they don't want to hear. We protect each other. That's free speech. So I want you to know, dear friends, that your presence here today is a presence that I welcome, a presence that I join, and a presence that will send a message to the man who lives some blocks away. We send him this message. Dear sir, we want you to understand that you are not going to mute the voices of the American people. We the people will not be silenced. We the people will stand up for those that you're trying to silence. You're not going to treat us as though we are on some talk show. You're not going to treat us as though you can simply flip a switch and turn us off. We the people are the people that this country depend upon to make sure that liberty and justice for all prevails for all people. And it can't prevail if we're silent. So we, the people, will raise our voices. We will not be turned off, Mr. President. We are going to be turned on. What you have done to Jimmy Kendall turns us on, Mr. President. What you have done to Colbert turns us on, Mr. President. We are going to voice our concerns. We will not be deterred. We will make sure that the world knows that in the United States of America, we, the people, still have the last word. We are the we and we the people. And finally this, to my dear friend Jessica. We're not going to let you down, Jessica. You've been at the forefront of the movement. But we're not going to let you down. We're going to make sure that this president does not have another term that he would create himself. We're going to make sure that that doesn't happen because we're going to bring articles of impeachment against him to make sure he's out of office. It's up to us. The genesis may be what we're doing now, but the revelations will come as we proceed. And every Democrat and every Republican, every person with a vote on this issue, you know what we're facing. You see what he's doing. You understand how it's impacting this country. And he has earned the wrong to be the person that he is. But we have the right to stand up against what he's doing. And impeachment is the solution when the Congress won't help, when the Senate is on his side and he controls the House, when he controls to a certain extent the judiciary, when he has control of the levers of power. We the people can still demand impeachment because once we speak loudly enough, even the Senate, even the House, even the courts will come to our side and understand that he must go. He cannot be allowed to destroy American democracy. Impeach. 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 When? Impeach. When? When I say impeach, you say now. Impeach. 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 Who? Who? When? Impeach. Thank you, my dear brothers and sisters. Go in peace. Go in peace. And do not allow anyone to create a violent episode that will cause the news media to focus on that one incident to the exclusion of all the good that has been done here. Don't let it happen. If someone does that, then point to that person and say, not with us. Not with us. Let's practice. Not with us. Not with us. Not with us. That's right. We are peaceful. We are a peace-seeking people. We want to make sure that all that we have stood for continues to stand, and the only way to do that is with peace. And peaceful protest is our methodology. We appreciate what the Constitution affords us, and we're going to use it to the best of our abilities to make sure that on January of 2027, the president that is in office now does not have the opportunity to declare martial law, bring out the National Guard, and try to hold over in office. Because hopefully, with your help and the help of the Senate, the House, we will have impeached him, and he will be out of office before then. And those who say, well, wait a minute, they say, wait a minute, well, what about the person that would succeed him? Impeach him too! Yes, impeachment is for people who have breached the constitutional mandates, and they both have. But we'll start with the one at the top, and then we'll work our way to the rest. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. As a matter of fact, because we love this country so much, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't love it. You wouldn't be. You don't march 160 miles if you don't love it. And because we love it, join me, please, in singing a song of love for the country. I am Al Green. I don't know that I've got the voice of the other one, but I think we've got voice enough to do this. Let's try singing this together. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her, louder, and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Thank you, everybody. God bless America.
We are 99% done, so just bear with us for 1 second. I would like to briefly welcome Jimmy from the We Are America March onto the stage. Jimmy!
Good afternoon, America. Buenas tardes, America. Really quickly, I want to thank all the marchers for trusting Justin and myself to lead you guys. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. My name is Jimmy, and I joined this march from Texas. And as you know, Texas residents have been disenfranchised by ICE kidnappings, the Big Beautiful Bill, anti-women rights legislation, anti-trans legislation, 10 Commandments bill, etc. Texas is not only home to Cancun Turd Cruise and Hot Wheels. It is home to people like Donna and myself and people like you who believe in the American values of life, liberty, equality. I joined We Are America March to remain engaged in our fight for democracy, and I believed in the message of building community and defending the Constitution. I am here with you to demand that Congress does their duty to keep this administration in check. During our 14-day march from Philly, we were received by church communities from our religions and by locals who opened their homes to us. I also talked with people that attend weekly protests and bridge brigades and rallies. To them and to you, I say you are America. I will march with you. I will fight with you. I will do the work with you to restore democracy. Once again, I want to thank you to everyone who participated in their own way to support this movement. And to close out, I'd like to recite a little chant from my boy Chad. Typically we do this 3 times, but today we're going to do it 5 times. So hop in whenever you feel comfortable. La gente unida jamás será vencida. 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 Thank you guys, love you. Sí se puede, sí se puede. Dan, I'm gonna miss you.
Hello, everyone. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
All right, I am Dr. Hannah Knoll, and I've been told I need to show that off more. But I'm really a nurse.
Or what everything else in this country finds have as a foundation. That's the foundation of the country, speaking and assembling. So now I, Al Green, will sign, and here's what I will say to the people who will read this. It can done.
Yes, it can be done. Yes.
It can be done.
It can be done, yes.
And we can do it. It can be done. We can do it. We are the people. This is our Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. Let us take advantage of it and protect democracy. And let us thank Jessica and the people who put this together. Jessica leads the impeachment coalition movement, and it is growing in numbers. And I also want to thank a friend who's not here, John Boniface. John is the constitutional lawyer who has helped me with drafting the articles of impeachment that we filed. And I assure you, there is another one on the way. Thank you.
Message to our immigrant brothers and sisters.
I remember when I was an immigrant. I remember when I was the Latino. I remember when I was a suspect simply because of the color of my skin. I was suspect. I remember it. And when you remember these things, you want to make sure that you protect and prevent another generation of people from being suspect simply because of the way they look. And that's where we are in this country. If you are Latino or you look like you're Latino, you are suspect, and the Supreme Court is aiding and abetting this kind of movement that's taking place. John Roberts has to gather himself. He's got to have the courage to stand up to this president. It's his time. His time is now. He must stand up. If he fails to stand up, he will cause democracy to devolve into a dictatorship. We've already devolved into authoritarianism. John Roberts has to stand up. So I beg you, Mr. Chief Justice, stand up against this president. And listen, if he defies your court orders, don't you fret. We the people will back you up. That's where your support is. We the people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dear brother.
Let's do our picture. Do our picture. Yeah.
Can I get a buck truck?
This is Jolly's.
All right, we only got about 2 hours left. No, I'm just kidding. We have one big major event that we have left to send this message off. What I'm going to ask, with whatever energy you have, and if you don't have energy, don't worry about it. We've got this giant Constitution here. We the people that has come. I'm going to ask everybody who is able to come up around the Constitution, and we are going to lift it up and show Congress. If you're able to come up, go ahead and lift it up. All right. Thank you. And everybody will have an opportunity to sign it at the end of this as well. This Constitution that has traveled so many miles, that has so many signatures, that symbolizes the power of the people. Let us stand. Let's pick this Constitution up. Everybody around, pick it up. Excellent. Pick it up and hold it high so that Congress may see it. So that Congress, who the people duly elected, may remember their oath to protect and defend it. So that Congress may remember that their duty is to the people, not their party, not a would-be king. Hold it high so that Congress may be emboldened and encouraged to do what is right in the face of authoritarianism, to defend our democracy against a perverse dictator who would divide us in order to rule over us. Hold us high. Hold it high. To the members of Congress, we call upon you and demand you hold the executive branch accountable for their injustices against the American people. We, the people, present to you this Constitution, which we and thousands of others have signed, so that you may remember and honor your constitutional duty to support and defend it from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Everybody with me. We demand accountability.
We demand accountability.
Do your duty.
Do your duty.
We are America.
We are America.
Honor your oath.
Honor your oath.
We demand accountability.
We demand accountability.
Do your duty.
Do your duty.
We are America.
We are America.
Honor your oath.
Honor your oath.
We demand accountability.
We demand accountability.
Do your duty.
Do your duty.
Last one. We are America.
We are America.
Honor your oath.
Honor your oath.
All right, you all are awesome. Thank you so much for coming out today. I'm going to hand it. We are going to disperse now, and I'm going to hand it over to Hannah. She's going to tell you how to get to your Congress offices. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, y'all. Welcome, Patriots. I'm so glad you are still here. We have a lot of big feelings in this room. The Senate people's space. We have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of demands. But you know who has to act on them? The people up the hill. And they need to know that we have their backs. At the beginning of this rally, I gave y'all some homework. Look up who your senators are. Look up who your reps are. Find out where their office is. If you want to go tell your rep, your senator, what you think, that you demand a better president than the man sitting in the White House right now, they need to hear from you. They need to know that you have their backs because they're afraid. They're so scared. You know who's not scared? Us. We, the normal-ass people of America, are not scared. But the people who get security to follow them around, the people who sit up in that hill, they're terrified. They need some courage, and we've got plenty to spare. So, go visit your legislators. I have people up here to walk you up to the right building. All these wonderful folks, we are going to Rayburn Office Building, Longworth Office Building, Cannon Office Building, Dirksen, Hart, and Russell. If you need to get to see your legislator, follow one of these folks with a clipboard. They will take you to the right place. So, what are you going to ask for? Impeachment! That is the only solution that we have that we, the people, can stomach. Because after that, it's not law and order anymore. It's violence. Just like Jessica told us, silence leads to violence. Speak up. Tell them you demand they speak up. Thank y'all for being here. don't forget to drop by your legislators' offices while you're here. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Tell me, how do you feel about what's happening in the country? And what would your father say about what's happening?
My father would be outraged and embarrassed of what Donald Trump is doing to this country. He would be ashamed. And, you know, he was willing to die for this country. Thank God he didn't, but he, it just, yeah. And, you know, what's really a shame to me is that we have a 9-month-old grandson, and I never wanted him to grow up under fascism. I mean, I'm just outraged. It actually is a fascist country right now. So, yeah,
we're spiraling deeper and deeper into it.
Right.
And talk about what's happening with ICE. Have you witnessed any ICE trip here? Immigrants making a great.
I've seen a lot of videos on Facebook, but I haven't actually seen it happen myself. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just so outrageous that I have no words for it.
Did you ever think you would see this type of corruption and fascism right in your face?
No, I never did. Yeah. Yeah. They always said it can't happen here, and now it is happening here. But we just have to turn it around somehow. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just that I mean, I just can't believe that my grandson is going to have to grow up under fascism. It's just so outrageous to me. I mean, I never, and my father, who fought in World War II, he would just be so sad about it. Just,
and is that why you're out here fighting, so your grandson, you know, could have a better future?
Yes, exactly. That's why.
What's your name?
My name's Joni Horkler.
Thank you, Joni. Have a great day.
Actually, my cousin.
Status Coup. We're on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I think I subscribed to. Is that?
Thank you very much.
Is it Jay? Is Jay?
Jordan?
Status Coup.
Yeah, Jordan's Status Coup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Joni. Take care. Bye. All right, everyone. So that wraps up the rally here. There are groups that are going to be going to the congressional offices to deliver their demands. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe now. I will be on the ground back in New York tomorrow. It's been a lot of back and forth, but this is what we got to do because, as you see, we were the only ones live streaming, the only ones covering this. Really, I mean, there were other reporters here, but we're the ones live streaming and showing you what's happening.
Anyone for Hart and Dirksen?
All right, let's go talk to one of the marchers. What's that? John, with Status Coup. Yep.
This is John with Status Coup.
Hey.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
I'm Diane.
Diane.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about your experience.
The whole way.
Thank you. Diane, so introduce yourself to the audience and just talk about the experience of marching from Philadelphia to DC and why you did it.
My name is Diane Shaw Cummins, and the experience of walking from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. has been absolutely, in my 80 years, one of the best things that I've ever done. And I did it for America. Not for me, but for America and Americans.
Is this the first time you've done something like this? Have you always been active and fighting for democracy? Or?
I've always been fighting for democracy. It's important. I have grandchildren. I have a great-grandchild. I have children. It's important that they have the life that I had when I was growing up, and that they are able to enjoy the same freedoms that I was able to enjoy. I feel very sad about what's happening now. I feel overwhelmed and sometimes depressed over what's happening now. It's not right. We don't need to have a administration that is doing such illegal acts and support that. It's horrendous to me. Absolutely horrendous.
Do you think the Democrats are doing enough in this moment?
I believe that they could do more. I wish they would organize like our team organized. We became a cohesive group. We all knew what we were doing, what our jobs were, how to come together as a team and to get it done. And that's what I would like to see the Democrats doing today.
And what would you like to see from other people who are not out in the streets, not protesting, not doing what you're doing, and just going about their day like nothing's happening?
That scares me. It scares me that there are people that feel that there's nothing happening, because this is a time in our lives where it is happening big time, and if we don't stand up and work together as a group, as a community, as America, it will go away. And that will be a bad thing for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren.
And have you ever seen this level of corruption before? You said you're 80?
I am 80 years old. I have never seen this level of corruption before. When women voted for Trump, it put me in bed for 3 days. I could not get out of bed. It was beyond what I could understand or believe. And no, I've never seen a corrupt administration like this before in my life, ever.
I just want to ask you marched 160 miles. How are you feeling?
I feel energized. I feel like there's more to do. There's more to do. I'm going to continue to stand up. I'm going to continue to tell my story. I'm going to continue to talk about what's going on with this administration and try to get people to pay attention and to join the movement.
And one more thing, what is your message to Congress?
My message to Congress is, gol darn it, get off your butts and get it done. Do you hear me? Get off your butts and get it done.
Thank you very much, Diane.
You're welcome.
It was very nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
I hope you get some rest, go have some water, and
It's a pleasure.
yes, very nice to meet you. I'm sure I'll see you again.
I hope
Before
so.
we get there.
I hope so.
Take care, right?
All right, everyone. I think that's gonna end it for me right now. I'm gonna stick around DC for the day, see what else is happening. But if you appreciate our coverage, doing what nobody else is doing is very important to for us to continue this, and we know that, and we want to. No matter how tired I am, no matter how many trains or buses I got to take, I'm going to show you what's really happening on the ground, because there's nobody else doing it. So if you appreciate our work and what we do here at Status Coup, become a member, sign up, $5 a month. That's all it takes. At 16 cents a day. Go to StatusCoup.com/join. Also, we have a donation page, StatusCoup.com/donate. I appreciate any super chats. It's hot today. I'm gonna go get some food, get some water, relax, and then yeah, we'll see where the day goes. But I'm gonna be live tomorrow morning back in New York City. I forgot what protest it is, but make sure you are subscribed. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers, so we want to try and get there by this weekend. So let's make that happen. Share our stuff with your friends, your family. Let the people know that we're here on the ground showing you what's happening. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and hey, if anybody knows me from January 6th when I got crushed in that tunnel there, let me just see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that's the tunnel that I got my ribs crushed in when they were trying to push through the police line into the tunnel. There's a lot of misinformation, a lot of false information about what was happening that day. But we showed you the reality, we showed you the truth, showed you the desperation of the people just trying to get in there. There's a lot to it. So yeah, I still have injured ribs. I'm in pain almost every day from my ribs from being crushed in there. Not much I could do, but yep. So that's my story of the Capitol. All right, guys, take care. See you again soon. Oh, I want to show you. So we're not far from the Department of Labor where Trump put his big a picture of himself up there. Let me show you. Alright, so anything else I will record and we'll post on our channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Alright everyone, take care.